You want to start investing. You've been hearing all your friends talk about Tesla stock going up, Apple going up, Amazon going up, that a recession is coming, or simply you just have some money laying around and you just want to invest it. Like you just have money laying around, you just want to invest it, spare change, why not? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you everything I wish I knew when I started investing. There's so many things that I wish someone would just throw me all in one video, and honestly, I feel like this is the most easiest and simplest way that anyone could explain it to you. When you start investing, it's better to just learn things the most simplest ways possible. So if you've been watching the news, if anyone even watches the news anymore, most people just go through social media. You've been hearing this thing called
Inflation.
Inflation is essentially when everything just costs more. Generally, inflation affects your hard-earned money by 2 to 3% every year. And you're just letting your money die because you're not investing in any type of way. Like, how are you working hard, but your money's not working hard? And you guys might be thinking, what's 2 to 3% every year? To put that in perspective, when the first Jordan came out, it cost $65 retail. Now, for a pair of Jordan 1s, it costs about $170 retail. An investment essentially is anything that can return money. That includes real estate, bonds, businesses, and in this case, stocks. And these things are better known as assets. The more assets you have, the more you're on your way to stacking your bread. Simple. More assets, more money comes in, more money you get. Simple enough. So when you invest into any company, you're buying part of the company. The part of the company that you buy is your share, or your half of the company, if that makes sense. That is literally what a share is. You're part of the company that you just bought. So now, since you bought part of the company, you get gains and returns for whenever the company does good. There are even some companies that will pay their investors part of their profits in the form of dividends. And what dividends basically is literally just giving you money on top of the money that you're already gaining. It's kind of like a little incentive to be like, hey, please stay with us because you're giving us a lot of money and you're making us richer. And as a result, we'll make you richer by giving you more money. So it works out for itself. So you're telling me I get paid free money for growing my money? Yes. I would say the best assets to buy when you start off are ETFs, exchange traded funds. ETFs are a safe route when you start investing. Essentially what an ETF is, that it's just a bunch of stocks within a certain sector or a certain trend into one stock. So it removes the fact of being confused or scared when you start picking stocks. I understand that some people usually get scared or confused when picking stock. That's why I would say just stick with ETFs until you start getting the hang of things, you know what I mean? So that's really the most comfortable and best path when you start off investing, really. And also ETFs are good because they give you diversity. And diversity is probably one of the most fundamental things when it comes to investing. And that's why you see China right now, they're struggling because they're not diverse in their investments, because they put most of their money into real estate. So now as a result of that, their investments are doing bad and they're not looking too hot. Some ETFs I use are the S&P 500, CS, HD, QQQ. Those are usually the best ETFs that I like to use. You could do your own research. I will make a different video explaining the best ETFs that I like to use. All right, listen to me. Zoom in. You can start as little as $1. All you need is $1. You don't need more than $1. You could start investing literally with $1 today. That is why I don't understand why 58% of Americans are not investing in the stock market. All you need is $1, and that's it. However, if you want my best advice was just to be to dollar cost average into the market. And what dollar cost average is basically you set a percentage or set amount, and that's really it. So like if you get paid like $600 a week, that's a lot. No, that's not a lot. I mean, if you're young like me, that's a lot. So for example, if you make about $4,000 a month, or even I'll say $600 a week, let's just use that example. If you get paid $600 a week and you just decide, hey, I'm gonna put 100 every time I get paid, that's a dollar cost average. You're just putting 100 every time you get paid, or you just put a percentage of how much you get paid, and boom, dollar cost average to the market. Or you could just throw some money that you have laying around. Like if you just have some spare change, then just boom, boom, every time. $5, okay, boop, you throw it in there, whatever. And as a result, you're gonna see that it's gonna start compounding and compounding, and it's just gonna look beautiful. It's gonna be a snowball effect. You're gonna see all this money, you're gonna be like, whoa, I'm rich. All right, so your first step is to open a brokerage account. And what a brokerage account is literally where you do the investing. I recommend starting off with Robinhood since it's the most user friendly for beginners. But as you get better, I'll suggest moving on to different brokerages like Webull or Charles Schwab or M1 Finance, which I personally use. Link in the description below. Link in the description below for both Robinhood and M1 Finance. And if you think you got the hangs of thing already, you could just go straight to M1 Finance. Go down in the description below. Use my link. Get $30 on top of when you deposit $100. Or you could just go to Robinhood if you don't have the sufficient funds, and you could claim your free stock in Robinhood, valued up to $200. Link in the description below if you want to start. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. I answer any questions. And that's really investing is really as simple as just go download any brokers, Robinhood, M1 Finance, link in the description below. There's stocks that are literally beginner friendly, like ETFs, S&P 500, which literally has 500 of the best performing stocks in one. So you don't even need to overthink it. You could just literally start with that, even if you don't have faith that you're gonna pick good stocks. Because when you start investing, you shouldn't be expected to know everything. You just gotta start. Same thing for this YouTube channel. Like I just started, you know what I mean? And send this video to anyone that wants to start getting investing. Like maybe you guys could both go through this adventure too of starting to invest. You know, it's better to go through something new with someone else than going through it alone. You know what I mean? A new experience is better experience with other people. My next video will be with top ETFs. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll catch you in the next video.